Now, using your GIC, okay, as your proof of source of funds, okay, a lot of people ask this question. Well, I've paid my 1 year tuition fees. I have a 1 year guaranteed investment certificate, GIC, okay, from a trusted Canadian bank, example, CBIC Bank or TD Bank or Royal Bank of Canada, okay. IRCC requires that I should have funds for my 1 year tuition fees and my 1 year living expenses. Well, here is my 1 year tuition fees fully paid to my institution, okay, or my university. Here is my living expenses for 1 year, okay. In this case, so and so amount, let's say 23,000 Canadian dollars. My living expense for 1 year transferred to a Canadian bank, okay, and have done a guaranteed investment certificate, and I've collected the certificate. So by right, I think I should have, an individual thinking by right, I think I should have, fulfilled the requirement to the IRCC, okay. 1 year tuition paid, GIC paid. What else do I need to do? Well, that's not all, okay. Because what you've simply done is you've shown IRCC that you have enough money to back up yourself while you're in Canada, to fund your studies for 1 year, and you have met the minimum requirements required for IRCC for proof of funds. But there is a question to be answered still. Again, how did you come about this money that you use for tuition fees and you use for living expenses? So if you are saying, okay, well, my sponsor gave me this money, well, where is the proof? Where is the clear financial paper trail? So we need to see your sponsor's account. Where did your sponsor get this money? And the time at which the sponsor transferred this money for GIC and for tuition fees. Now, remember that IRCC considers proof of source of funds or income or revenue coming into account when there's an exchange of funds between two parties. Okay. So if your sponsor, okay, or you yourself, you are transferring money from your account to a GIC account, okay, or paying your tuition fee, that is exchange of funds between one party, because you are simply sending this money from your account in Nigeria to your account in Canada. So for IRCC, that's not a proof of how you came about this money. For there to be a proof of source of funds, there must be exchange of funds between two parties. So if you say you got the money from your sponsor, well, where is the financial paper trail? So your sponsor must show his bank statement. He will transfer the money to your account. The sponsor must present his bank statement and then debit of the money from his account to your account, and then you must present your bank statement showing debit of your money from your account to the GIC and to the tuition fees. If your sponsor paid directly to the school and paid it to the Canadian bank account, same thing, your sponsor presenting his bank statement showing the debit from his account directly, okay, to the school through Flywire or Convera or any of the payments, and then for the GIC, debit from his account to the Canadian GIC account he opened for you. Now, that is not all. Your sponsor must, however, show also how he got the money that he used to sponsor you. So he must present either his employment documents, okay, showing income, okay, or present his company bank statement, okay. So if he has a business or something, he must present his company bank statement showing income and then how he got the money that he transferred to your account. So whatever method you are using, okay, we sold the landed property. Well, where is the receipt of the landed property being sold? Where is the inflow transfer, okay, from the purchaser of the landed property, from the person that is purchasing the landed property? Where is the inflow bank transfer from his account to your account, and then of course from yours to the GIC? So whatever method you are using, you are employed, where is your salary, where is your pay slips, and all those things. So you must present a clear financial paper trail of how you got the money that you use for your GIC. I've done several videos, okay, to show in details, okay, what can constitute as proof of source of funds. Now, if you are not able to present these documents accurately, IRCC may deny that application on the basis of weak or insufficient proof as to where the applicant got these funds. Now, there are several things that you can do that can tackle this, okay? Now, but before I go on, okay, if you watch this video, okay, and you got knowledge, or your knowledge increase, okay, I encourage you to like this video and share it to help other people, okay, not just me, okay, so that other people that are applying for their Canadian visa would not make this mistake, okay, because a lot of people are applying for visa and they don't really know what they are doing. So IRCC are very detailed. They go even as long as checking your LinkedIn, your profile, your Google profile, a lot of things about your social media. They do, to get to know about you when they are viewing your application. So like this video, share it, okay, so that a lot of people can, be aware of all these things and ensure that, they prepare a very standard application when submitting to the IRCC. Now, how you tackle this is by ensuring that, okay, you get all your documents together, And I'm sharing that there is no financial gap. Okay, a financial gap happens when there is cash deposit most times. So take for instance, you have a situation whereby you are sending money to your GIC, and then the money is in your Naira account, and then you want to send it to your GIC account that is in dollar. Now you may have a financial gap there because most likely that money is in your Naira account. You have to change it to dollar, and most times the banks rarely do allow for changing of Naira to dollar, or if they do, they give it at an outrageous rate. Okay, so most times people just go meet a bureau de change, or a forex guy, say, hey, here is my money, transfer it to the forex guy account, and then the forex guy deposit the money as cash deposit. Now you have a financial gap there because IRCC, they don't really understand what you mean by cash deposit. Okay, if you were in Canada or advanced systems, okay, and then you have an account, and then somebody comes in and deposits, let's say $16,000 cash, most likely you are going to be flagged by the IRS, okay, or in our own clients, the EFCC, because for them, they don't really understand how you can just get a cash deposit. What did you do? How did you get that money? Every money must be detailed, must be checked. Okay. So if you have money in your Naira account and then you are transferring to a dollar account, what you need to do is you need to get a licensed bureau de change. Okay. So you transfer the money to the licensed bureau de change official account. Okay. And have that bureau de change transfer the dollars or whatever this thing from their account to your account. Or if they are going to do cash deposit, while doing the cash deposit, they must do in the narration deposited by so, this thing, and then get a receipt from the license bureau de change. And then when you are putting it, put a financial explanation to the IRCC that, look, here is the money, it was in Naira. I wasn't able to change it at the bank. Okay, so I used the license bureau de change, their license, okay, according to CBN regulations. And then here is a receipt of the transaction. Here is the money being transferred to the bureau de change account, and here is it, being deposited into my account. So ensure that you avoid any financial gap. Okay, it must be a clear and consistent story. Okay, so if you know that this video has really helped you, okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that everyone can be able to watch it and be able to prepare a standard visa application.